And you drop the hypocrisy then and just move and fight for Yoruba nation without Nigeria. So that we as Yorubas, we can slot this out between us. The Yorubas who don't want to be xenophobic and the opportunists who have taken political power, we can sort it out among ourselves without you having to present Yorubas as tribal bigots, ethnic bigots, and the rest of all these things that you're actually postulating. And the rest of you bigots who always kind of find explanation for what they are doing, you have no idea of what you are getting yourselves involved in. You have no idea. And I actually pray they do it. And I pray that they do it like right now. So that, you see, for every action, there is always going to be an expected opposite reaction. And those of you who are also living in denial, we hold Nigeria together. Nobody is going for anybody. You, especially you, the Igbos. I am saying this to you now, not because I actually wishes that all the evils they have in mind come to pass. I want to make you stop living in denial. This whole thing is politics, and it has now switched to tribal and religious confrontation, and it's going to get worse. So when you plan policy or laws after tribal differences or tribal dominance, ethnic subjugation or dominance, you are not going to bring unity. You are going to create more division, suspicion. Has Nigeria not suffered all of that enough? So if you claim to be educated and you think this is the way to protect the interest of indigenous people of Yoruba land, I am willing to tell you this for free, okay? You have no idea the journey you are about to embark upon, because this monopoly of this madness will not be limited to the Yorubas. Everybody is going to reciprocate, and it won't take long before you all come back and agree with Mayegun that if you love Nigeria, you will break it up to save lives. Everybody will stop living in denial, because we all know any opportunity given, you can't wait to pounce on ourselves. We can't. Abi? Now, you can tell the rush in his voice, and I know they're also working on reporting my channel because of all this, all this chat and all that. But until that is done, we'll keep to the ethic. Here is what Obasa had to say and the response that followed from Lagos for the optics.
As contained in his inaugural speech, the Speaker, who is occupying that position for a record third time and is returning to the Assembly also for a record sixth time, says this 10th Assembly will be pursuing the Lagos agenda to the letter.
Lagos is a Yoruba land, as against assertion of some people that it is no more land. Therefore, part of our legislative agenda is to ensure that the translation of laws passed by this House to Yoruba language. We also aim at achieving our collective goals of creating a robust legislative framework that protects the interests of our people. Going forward in this one, we are going to employ all legislative instruments to support for the support of the indigenes of Lagos State.
Whatever regulations, whatever rules they are going to make will be in consonance with what Lagosians want. I pray that they follow that what they've said.
Born on the 11th of November, 51 years ago, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa started his political career at the dawn of the Fourth Republic as a party zonal chairman, councillor and member campaign committee. In 2003, he was elected into the Lagos State House of Assembly under the banner of the AD, representing Agege Constituency 1. His track record paved the way for his victory at the polls in 2007, 2011, 2015, 2019 and 2023 to represent his constituency, Agege Constituency 1, at the Lagos State House of Assembly. He has served at various times as chairman and member of various committees, including education, rural development, public accounts, local government, economic planning and budget, among others. As the Speaker of the 8th and 9th Assembly, Right Honourable Mudashiru Obasa initiated and sustained the annual constituency stakeholders meetings simultaneously in the 40 constituencies of the state, which has seen the constituents engage robustly with their representatives. Right Honourable Obasa has sponsored some landmark bills, including the Neighbourhood Safety Corps Bill, the Anti-Kidnapping Bill, the Cancer Research Institute Bill, among others. The Speaker of the 10th Assembly is a holder of many awards, both locally and internationally, and a holder of many traditional chieftaincy titles from within Lagos and outside. He is a lawyer by profession.
I solemnly pledge my commitment to serve this House with humility, honesty, and dedication. I urge my colleagues to join me in this commitment, and together we shall leave a legacy.
So that's the thug, Obasa, a thief as well, by the way. And the Agege people voted him out, but he got, as usual, like others, he got rigged back in. Anyway, that is not the bone of contention. When you give cutlass to a madman, it is very easy to give a cutlass to a madman or give cutlasses to a madman. The problem is, how do you take it back from them? And before you get it before you finally take it back from them, how many damages they must have done? Time will tell. But I keep saying, if this was about Yoruba land and not about themselves and their political survivor, pandering to the fantasy of their followers without telling them what they're actually doing, the implication of it, right? It's okay. Okay, time shall tell how much of this, because once they are done with, as some of you believe that they are targeting Igbos, Abi, when they are done with their supposed targets, they will come for you too, and they will come for you, and they will come for you, and then when they have nothing, nobody else to attack anymore, it will be the turn of the Yorubas. Then they will now remind you, you are from Ondo, you are not a real Yoruba. This or your own Yoruba is questionable. Your own it's called fascist state. As it is. So I am going to go to my next stuff, and this one is a gist. Consider this a gist, because the drama in their courts is actually escalating. I don't know how many of you have seen this video I'm about to play you now, and that will be the one that will take us into that next conversation. Atiku's witness in court said that Peter Obi and Labour Party, they rigged the election too. As ridiculous as that may sound, that people who had no governor, no senator, no local government, no councillor, no nothing, 10 months ago, they had nobody in INEC or nobody in anywhere, right? The PDP said they have so much power that they still rigged the election. Anyway, Arabambi, you know him. Arabambi, he was giving a speech 5 or 6 days ago, and somehow I just laid my hand on that speech. He publicly said Peter Obi didn't win. All of these are just to kind of take you into what is happening in their courtroom. Apart from that, you know what is called supersonic jets. That's exactly what seems to be happening with Peter Obi's evidence submission and acceptance, or what have you, in their courtroom. Today, they brought in somebody who was from Cambridge or Oxford. They say he's an architect. Initially, they thought he was an architect who built houses, somebody who designed houses and all that. They now realize that it's like an architect engineer. I don't know what that means, or me too, until this afternoon. Now, somebody with the technologically, people with the develop the architectural framework for some of the software, apps, or anything that is being put to use online. That's my definition. It may not actually, but that's layman's definition, okay? So what that simply means is that somebody who understands how the, Nigeria's BVAS, Nigeria's IRF, online RF, and the rest of them how they normally work. So they brought him to their court today for like half of his presentation. It seems that the whole court, including the lawyers there, they probably just kind of got lost. They couldn't say objection because they had no idea what he was talking about. And that and more are what I'm going to share with you tonight. But a few days ago, they saw Arabambi and Lamidiot at Pampas, that Babalawo Bodija, call him that. At Pampas and his crew, they appeared in Lagos State Governorship Election Tribunal, where GRV Badebo is challenging Sonwo-Iku. Kilo Dewe, who be these people again? They said they didn't win election. They want the tribunal to withdraw the case. There should be no case against Sonwo-Iku. Any case against Tinubu is against Yoruba. Omo Arabambi, what do you smoke? Briefly. So afterward, Arabambi went on to go and give his own press release, and he said, our presidential candidate, Peter Obi, is the problem of our party. He's trying to hijack our party. Kilon Shogbeni. He didn't win election. And the rest of blah, 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 blah. Then I'll go back to the court and gist you. Waiting I get.
Buri, in conjunction with Mr. Peter Obi, immediately after our primary, succeeded in Kano today to nullify all primary done by Labour Party in Abia and Kano. And by implication, I know this will definitely affect the sole government candidate that we have. And the reason was that Abure, as the then chairman, refused to submit membership register to INEC 30 days before the primary. It was an ex parte motion application brought by one Haruna Ibrahim. He used to be our chairman in that place before he was removed. And I think the man went to court, to ventilate his anger. This is quite unfortunate, because this is the only governorship candidate this is the only governor that we have in Labour Party. And yet, due to this attitude of Abure, in conjunction with Mr. Peter Obi, to just be toying with people aspiration, with people good intention for the party, this has cost us greatly. As I speak, they did not present any lawyer to represent Labour Party in Federal Court Kano. They did not, because when you have committed such crime, they ought to be sniffing around the court to know those at least who will, be attacking them. Also, they were in Kano today to submit an ex parte application against a Bachofu Lamida Appa-led executive, where they want the court to set aside the judgment of FCTI court. I kept wondering, Abure that called himself a lawyer, running up and down, against what they call for this forum shopping. You are in a
and the need for us to get rid of miscreants, unscrupulous elements within us and in this country. Arabambi came as a witness for APC. And he claims that he's representing Labour Party. That was what we stood against. That he has been expelled and he cannot stand for Labour Party. He brought a lawyer, a fake lawyer, God bless you. Sergeant Bell lawyer. I hope you watch lawyer. He brought a lawyer to represent Labour Party. So I stood up and I said, I'm the chairman of Labour Party in Lagos State. This man has no right to come and represent us because, number one, as we speak, he's not part of Labour Party. And it's important right now for we to state this categorically. He came in with armed policemen
And thugs.
and thugs. They came with about 5 vehicles
Full of dogs and
full of
guns.
thugs. More than 5.
Powerless.
With guns.
Now, what we're saying is that it's important for the security, the police, DSS, not to aid these people. They are not worth it. Because what they are doing, helping them and aiding them, would eventually cause anarchy. Because this man cannot be parading himself as Labour Party member. He's putting in legality on legality. And this will not be accepted. It will not be accepted. We have suffered enough. We have been attacked. We've been maimed. People have been killed. And yet, this man keeps parading himself. This is what we stood up against in the court. When he came, he attacked people and was spilling all sorts. And we
Anyway, at the end of the day, they try to give them the same treatment they gave a Papa in Abuja. Somebody said that Warakpambi. Wow, some of you are becoming so creative now. I like that. So it's not Arabambi, it's Warakpambi. I'll remember that. So we have Lamidiot, Apampas too. Some even have other names for him. I like that. Be creative with them. This bunch of rogues. Now let's go to their court. Now gist, I won't gist you. Notice I won't read court text too. And you know when I gist you, I may sound a little bit kind of hilarious. No? Okay. Don't bother. Yesterday, PDP, Atiku, like 2 days ago, by the way, 2 days ago, it was the turn of Atiku's witness when Tinubu's lawyers were asking him that in your own witness statement, you said that Tinubu didn't score 25% and he should not have been declared winner. The Atiku should be declared. Say yes. But do you agree that Atiku scored 15% in Abuja? Said yes. So how do you want us to declare him winner when he didn't score 25% in Abuja? And the witness responded with, but you declared Tinubu now. Tinubu said no score 25%, but you declared him. So why not declare Atiku now? That was 2 days ago. Yesterday, the drama this time around was between Atiku's lawyers and Tinubu's lawyers when things got to cross-examination. Yeah, there were parts where they were like, Nasarawa, this and all of that. I've gisted you about that. But this particular one is, hang on. Anyway, it was the time for cross-examination, so to say. Now, Atiku's lawyers now told the court that they were going to, Atiku is going to present 100 witnesses. They now said, out of all those witnesses, they are going to present about 10 of them and they are staff of INEC, like the INEC workers. They worked for INEC during the election. So they're going to be witnesses to explain how INEC rigged the election for Tinubu. So Tinubu's lawyers now rose like, no, you didn't tell us before that you are going to bring witnesses from INEC. Did they get any permission from INEC to be witness? Did INEC allow? No, we objection, my lord. Anyway, like they are objecting to everything, including the submission of evidences and all that. But it was kind of accepted that the witnesses will stand. Now, for the first time, apart from DOB and his own lawyers who are like digging and all of that, for the first time, it seemed that Tinubu's camp and INEC, they were rattled, surprised. Like, And that seems to be kind of surprising too, that they were surprised. Anyway, they are now saying that that's not a big problem. INEC can wake up tomorrow and say these people, they are not their staff. They can deny them. Because in 2019, during the Atiku versus Bokuwari's court case, Atiku's lawyers, one of them who happened to be Peter Obi's lawyer now, one of the Peter Obi's lawyers, okay? Then it was Atiku's lawyer, or their case against Bokuwari. They said one of the things they relied upon were to kind of find a moment of gotcha, like, yes, we got you, from whatever evidence INEC could produce. Examples like when INEC said they spent 140 billion naira in building a server to hold the election result in 2019. So INEC Atiku's legal team, they were building the case around the fact that if the court can make INEC present that server, they will prove that Bokuwari rigged the election. Okay? And at the same time, they were waiting for the moment they will cross-examine INEC's witnesses. INEC will present witnesses to say, oh yeah, we didn't rig, then they will wait for that time and cross-examine them and owe them like gotcha. When the court's tribunal opened, INEC walked into the tribunal. When the Atiku's lawyer were asking for server, INEC walked straight into the order and they said, don't mind them, my lord. They don't know what they are talking about. We don't have any server. What? What do you mean you don't have any server? Like, you did say that even if they deleted the result or anything, it's saved in the cloud. That's what you told us, and that's what this is a video. See video. You said you have server. No, my lord, don't listen to him. We don't have any server. So there is no server, nothing. So what about the result that you put in the server? No, we write the result now hand, the manual way. Is that it? Yeah. So you, Atiku, what do you want to say? Without server, we cannot prove anything, my lord. Tell them to give us server. Please, my lord, they have server. Tell them to give us server. They were arguing about server up to Supreme Court, where Tanko technicality finally kind of gave Bokuwari free pass. INEC walked into the courtroom without any witness. They didn't call any witness. So PDP, Atiku's lawyers, they had nobody to cross-examine. They said, hey, INEC, bring your witnesses. INEC said, no, we have no witnesses. No witness. So that was what they figured out. According to Atiku's camp, because you know me, I tell you I gist, I'm just gisting you now to make it easier for you to understand what is going on, okay? So since there's no server, no witness, based on technicality, Bokuwari can complete 8 years of your shege. So they now said they don't want to fall into that this time around. So they decided to go into INEC, gong, and pick witnesses. Should be INEC staff. We say they work for election. Should be those ones can come and tell everybody and say, it's true, we are INEC, we work for INEC. INEC is lying. We rig election for Tinubu. I am INEC official. So PDP is relying on that now. And somehow Tinubu and INEC camp are kind of rattled in a way. And you can simply say, if they can deny server, how long do you think it's going? What do you think is going to take them to deny anybody working for them? By saying, no, we don't know them. No, we don't. Even if they show ID card, show everything, no be Nigeria. Anyway, that's Atiku's case. We'll wait for the time they call the server or no. I mean, they will call the witnesses or no witnesses. Are you with me? But somehow, this time around, it's not about server. The shocker came from the Obi's team. Remember what I told you. I'm not saying this to you to make you feel better. I'm just saying the truth to you. But truth is dead in Nigeria. This is not me trying to raise your hope. Don't come back and blame me. Mayegun said, Obi is going to. I didn't say that too. But if evidence is evidence, with what some of us are saying or have seen, no bias, no nothing. Even anybody will not be lawyer, if he argue and win will be in any court in Nigeria. But you know it is Nigeria. I mean, in any court in the world, but not in Nigeria. So don't come around and say, Mayegun, thank you so much for what you said. You have made bring my mind at peace. No. I want your mind to be at peace, true, by telling you the truth. There's also another truth that I have to tell you. That one is that despite all these facts, there's no guarantee, okay, that they won't throw everything out. So don't come back and say, but Mayegun, I thought you said Obi will win. I didn't say that to you because I'm not the one who will even decide that. But here is the truth. Fact for fact. This time around, they are not asking for server. Obi's people are not asking for server. No, at first, they asked INEC. INEC, we want you to give us all of the documents, election, the results you declared. At least we believe that you couldn't upload them, all of them on iRev, Abi, which is online. You said it has been compromised. No wahala, don't worry. See, INEC, but we said that, Nisuru, there's no rush. I want to dramatize how I believe Obi and his lawyers are handling INEC, Shetima, Tinubu, and APC 4 in 1. Here you get now. It is like this. We believe that you stole election. No, I didn't steal election. No, what do you mean I stole election? Are you mad? It's because you are a bad. See, it's okay. It's okay. We will prove it that you stole election. Yeah, we just want to prove it that you stole the election. No, don't shout. No, it's okay. What do you mean I should not shout? You are insulting me. Do you know how many years I've been conducting elections? Blah, blah. See, Oga INEC, calm down. Okay? We want you to produce the result you announced. Okay? We know that you said IREF didn't work for presidential election. So therefore, you resorted to manual. And this was result. At least you have where you write all the. Yes, now we do. But you have to pay us to give the evidence to you. It's okay, don't shout. We'll pay you how much? 1.5 million. If you don't pay 1.5 million, we are not giving you anything. It's all right, don't shout. Come on. Here, 1.5 million. Oh, yeah, give us all the results you announced. But we don't have all the results together now. You have to give us time. 5 times. Court said, give them the evidence. Give them the results you announced on the results sheet. Give it to them. Give it to them 5 times. Last, they gave the document. Okay? They said, what about the beavers? The one we used to do accreditation. What do you mean by it? We have already formatted that one. That one is no longer available again. The information is gone. Sorry. What do you mean by the information is gone? We have used it for governorship election. We don't have any beavers record anymore. The machine is like, it's no longer there. But do you have the machine? Yes, we have all the machines. All of them, you do. Yes, same one you use for presidential and all of that. You do have them. Yes, but there's no information on the net. We have deleted everything. Don't worry. Relax. Can you bring all the machines to court? We know how to retrieve all of that information. We are not looking for results. We are looking for the accredited voters that your beavers captured. That's what we are looking for. We have deleted it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just give us the beavers. We will retrieve everything. Retrieve everything. Okay. Can you do that? Yes, we can. In fact, hang on. We are going to bring somebody who will explain it to you, how it works. You see those explanations you said that people were trying to hack the results. That's why it didn't work. But the same IREF was working for reps and Senate, Abi. The results were being uploaded. That day, we try everything to see that we don't know why the presidential IREF was not working. It just stopped. But the Senate and the rep were working. Yes, now everything. Don't worry, we'll tell you why it stopped working. How? Don't worry, we'll tell you. Just bring all those machines. Now there wahala dey now. Objection, my lord. Kilo today, which objection what? My lord, don't accept any of this evidence from these people. What? Are you serious? You said you needed money. We paid you. You gave us all of this, even though it is incomplete. You said you have deleted the beavers information about all of that. But we said bring it like that. We'll go retrieve them. Now you are telling court not to accept any the thing you gave us. Now you gave us oh. Yes, my lord. Objection. What is your objection? I don't know, my lord, but I'll tell you later. But please, objection. INEC. Oh, that Tinubu, you. They said you are the one who won. Lawyer, come. What do you say to this? Objection, my lord. Don't accept those evidence, my lord. Why? I don't know, my lord, but I'll tell you later. I'll go and write. I will tell you later. What is going on here? Now your signature there on top this, now your stamp now. Say, hey, my lord, we know. There is a reason. Don't accept it, oh, my lord. Don't accept it, oh. If you accept it, oh, Nigeria is going to blow. That was the drama. And then, like say, person will mean you so much. They see the carry box enter. Carry box. Beavers machine they use all over Nigeria. OB is not even asking them for everything. He's only asking for the ones they use in 18 states. We are not fighting. No fight, no nothing. So, in other words, you can be prepared for an escalated reaction from the camp of those who won election, but they have no peace of mind. For the first time, I am seeing those who won election and have no peace of mind. They are protesting that people should not protest against Kolu and the rest of that. So, some are saying that your gest, your ability, and your art, it no go touch ground. Now, from left, right, and center, all they are doing is to actually make Nigeria ungovernable. Trust me, they are on it. In chaos and crisis, they believe they have power. But this time around, they are dealing with the wrong generation. I am going to repeat that. This time around, the establishment in Nigeria is dealing with a wrong generation. And probably it is my generation that is going to see to the end of Nigeria. I want to live long enough to witness that. Not because I have an army anywhere, but because the politicians in Nigeria, they are building an army of hateful Nigerians against other Nigerians. And the fascist system that they are building, the moment it spread, but they go tell Nigeria, trust me. These few times they said that G5 governor were a wiki then, okay. Solo Makinde, I mean Sheyi Makinde, who else is there? Ogwanyi, who else again as well? Anyway, 5 of them, and then Benue, Autumn of Benue, and others, they went on to go and meet Kolu today. Apart from Solo Makinde, I mean Sheyi Makinde, the rest of them, see the body language, Baba, immunity to finish. Everybody weary to misbehave in that comment section. There are people walking about in that same comment section with their spanner, except if some of them are on strike. And I don't think that somehow they should be. We have about 3 people with spanners. If you see any weary in the comment section, the last spanner Molori could disappear. Make it very much make it easier for them. All right, less painful. Molori go fall down the segment become here. Because it's a distraction. Don't report them to me. Report them to those who are holding spanners. If you see anybody inside the comment section who is promoting their usual nonsense of supremacy, this one over this or that one over that, we know Nigeria will kill them by itself. When you see them, tag those with spanners, they will do what they have to do. If you get 2 or 3 of them at the same time, can last spanner more left and right and center, could disappear and stop distracting my people. However, you've been here for, long enough, over an hour. That is 98 minutes. Have you actually stopped to like the broadcast, like the broadcast, which is your own offering? Do you want to do that now? Because, I'm going to take a few calls. I want you to come here and tell us what or where you see Nigeria in another 4 years to 10 years when everybody follows this trajectory. May everybody go back to where they come from. As for me, Oninu binu ngoma radugbo mi. Ngoma radugbo mi o. Ibo ladugbo mi. Ìyẹn ni Ìjẹ̀bú, Òdògbólú, Ìjẹ̀bú Igbó, Ìjẹ̀bú Òde, and then títí dé what do you call it? Títí dé mobile phone. Mayegun Oluomo of the Federation, yeah? I'll go back to my own region. I'll go back to where I come from. It's convenient to do so. But if the politicians said they pays for it, yeah, you can be their ass licker. The one that is politically correct to tell us how Igbos are this, how Igbos are that. We encourage them to do this. Please make this quick so that, those who indeed believe in one Nigeria, the myth of one Nigeria, in their lifetime, they can make amendments and start saying, no, it's a pure myth. And when Nigeria breaks, it is not because you don't like Nigeria. Listen, Nigeria made a lot of us not to be interested in in resolving anything in Nigeria because you know that it's a pure waste of time. When they have intention of keeping that country the way it is, all right, the trajectory they are taking is intentional, okay? So people have died trying to kind of stop them from doing this. And they have gained more notoriety now that they believe they can do anything and get away with anything. So it is not because of you don't like Nigeria enough. That is why Nigeria is going to break. It is because those criminals who are opportuned to serve Nigeria, to save Nigeria, to sail Nigeria, they have grown so selfish, so self-centered and visionless that they couldn't see the damages they are doing to that country and our people. More divided, right? So they will break up Nigeria. And a lot of you are going to clap for them as they lead you that path. I just pray, I wish that you understand this so enough that when they introduce the violence, the bloodletting, so that you will never join them. Because they will do same, you will think you are killing other people for the sake of Yoruba land. That's what you will believe. You will think you are killing other people for the sake of Igbo land. You will think you are killing other people for the sake of your Arewa land. But by the time you realize what they have done, you will realize that those who are supposed to love Nigeria more are those who hate Nigeria more. And they have implanted and, sort of entrenched these divisive policies. I can say all I want to say, right? And it will never actually have any impact on your life. But when politicians make policies that are laced with religious dominance and tribal, supremacy, listen to me, that is no longer just policy targeted at development. It is targeted at destruction. Of course, there will be people to be targeted, but when they are done with them, they will never run out of enemies. You are going to get tired of them after you praise them into that oblivion. So what do you think I should advise you to do? Keep it up. Keep the divisive rhetoric up. You see how they do normally turn the table? No be me won't make law say anybody will not be Yoruba cannot do business in Lagos or have landed property in Lagos, especially when the indigenous Yorubas are interested in the same thing. I didn't make that law. Now, I didn't condemn this only. I said, if this was about Yoruba people, indeed, law, not pronouncement, or laws that are made with policies that to change the economic fortune of Yoruba people, to change the infrastructural development of Yoruba people, educational development of Yoruba people, access to 0% loans. At least this is Yoruba money, Abi. Of course, it's Nigeria money from the oil and everywhere they get the money from. When Yoruba get our share, what do we do with them? Your politicians, after doing this Shagbeloju Yoyo project here and there, uncompleted, they took the rest to where? Outside Nigeria, buying properties for themselves. Obasa's son lives in Canada. In 2000 and somewhere around there, 2017 or so, he was able to put up enough money down in Canada to buy a property. This is a guy, a young guy that probably his own mates, right, working their asses off in Canada there, will not be able to actually acquire the kind of property Obasa's son has in Canada. He's Canadian. The property belongs to him. There are no conditions attached. But when Obasa and co want to appeal to the poor people, when they want to appeal to the poor people's fantasy, when poor people blame other people for the reason why they are poor, but themselves, when they make political decisions, poor political decisions that give power to the likes of Obasa and criminals like him, they make laws that render them poor and remain poor and poor, including their children. Sure you get? And when they look around, the same Obasa and co, Tinubu and gang, they come back to serve as their savior. Let me help you. Let me give your child scholarship to go and get education. So that when he finally gets that education, he will come back and serve me and be grateful to me personally. Let me kind of give you some money to start selling something. 50,000 naira empowerment from me to you, so that you can remain eternally grateful to me that, of course, you are poor, but if not for me, you probably will be poorer than this. So they don't blame people like Obasa. They don't blame people like all these politicians. They look for who else to blame. But in this case, politically, they have made some of the Yorubas that they have rendered poor. They have made it easier for them to blame the Igbos. When the Igbos are gone, who do you think they will make to blame? Hausas, Ijos, every one of you, until they have nobody else to blame. Sure, you know. But if this whole policy thing is about them, they can put together laws that actually care for them, that give them, I've told you, give them access to education across Yoruba land. That was what Awolowo did. Awolowo didn't have access to the kind of money that Lagos State alone have access to today in the entire Yoruba land when he developed Yoruba land based on that resources that he had. Yeah, he didn't do all of that with so much money that they have access to today, right? So policy-wise, you can change the life of the Yorubas in Yoruba land, and you can make the rest of Nigeria to be jealous of the Yorubas. Tell me what you make you jealous of Yorubas. Let's be honest, what? Not having access to free money? Or because you won't have access to political office where you have access to free money? Oh, you won't have access to oppressed people by using the military and soldiers, soldiers and police, or using the court or your money because it's your turn. Maybe that will make you feel bad, like you hate the Yorubas more. But guess those who are going to suffer in under all of this, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Ejo, Christian, Muslim, or put it this way, Northerner, Southerner, Easterner, it doesn't matter where you come from. At the end of the day, when the politics of this whole thing is gone, you are left on your own. Unfortunately, weaponizing this division through this means is even more dangerous than you can even think of. And it is not in any way in the interest of the generality of you. It is theirs. So that when next there is going to be another election, they will trust you that you are going to help them attack and fight those who ever want to stand against them, because they will use one simple language. They must be non-Yorubas. But I'm a Yoruba man now, but I don't like these people. No, you are a bastard. You are Malay Yoruba. If you're a Yoruba, you must support these people. Support the people that make you poor. Their children are rich. Their children are living off your money. You have no access to all that money. You have no access to all those privileges. Their children are privileged. Abi, you have no access to those privileges. But you are fighting for Yoruba because they want you to think you are. They want you to believe you are. But when you are done fighting those they want you to fight, you will fight yourselves. It's the same thing with the Hausa Fulanis and the Northerners too. The reality of today is this. There is no homogeneous northern Nigeria. Okay? There is nothing like a one northern Nigeria. It's now obvious that it was a political machination that has kept the people of the middle belt of Nigeria under the wrap of terrorist jihadists, the Sharia North. And this came to light in the last 8 years when suddenly supposed northern Nigeria, which also includes the middle belt part of Nigeria, came under the attack of jihadists, Islamic fundamentalists and Islamic jihadists. They were slaughtering them because they are not Muslims. So, I mean, religious supremacy. And before you know it, the people of Middle Belt began to say they are not Northerners. That happened under this current Nigeria. That happened because your politicians did that to them. And in all, what they are doing to all of us is that they are putting us in our places. I've told you this before. Whether you are living in denial of this or you are just an hypocrite who doesn't want to admit the truth, right? It will soon catch up with all of us where we know, right, that we are not meant to be together. And pray for Nigeria. Unite Nigeria. Work together. Let us not blah, 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 the nonsense you are telling yourself, right? The myth you are telling yourself, right? The politicians will demystify all of that. And the myth called Nigeria is being demystified in our very life, very eyes today. They will beg to restructure Nigeria before, you know what I mean? When things get so bad, the division and the hatred, when it gets so bad, they will beg the rest of Nigeria, the politicians, they will beg you. So please, let us try regionalism. Please don't let us break up. Let us try this and that, but it will be too late. Maybe I'm speaking too early, Abi. No, I am not. Because this whole thing is happening right before our very eyes, and a lot of you are living it. Blame other people for the failure of the criminals who have never prioritized Yorubas, ever. We have never been a priority. You know that. The suffering, the poverty in Nigeria doesn't even recognize you whether you are Yoruba or Igbo, Hausa or Fulani. So when you stop deceiving yourselves, right? When you stop dancing to the tones and the dictate of these criminals, right? Then you have nobody else to blame anymore. You will probably realize that Mayogun is not speaking too early. I'm trying to tell you that self-destructive button that these politicians are pressing, they are not thinking it through. Now everybody could collect. It's over to you. I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. So if you are still here with me, you should please like this broadcast, okay? You can still subscribe to my channel, honestly, if you kind of want to, and then share it. When I come back, I'll take a few calls and we can go to bed and call it a night, right? I will be back.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Maso Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lu yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ. Sẹ́yìn ìlú lé. Fún wa lówó wa, ànáwó ẹ̀ wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Náà ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth. Òun ni mo wà ní táìmù yìí tí mi ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́. Kò sówó. Èmi kọ́ lè. Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. What shall I say unto the Lord? Yes, Lord. All I have to say, thank you, Lord. What shall I say? Thank you, Lord.
ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn, èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn, èmi ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn, èmi ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Láìdéṣe, láìdéṣe. Sàbáwé ló wẹ̀, ilé ṣàtẹ̀mí ló kàn. Èmi ló kàn.
Sorry for keeping you waiting. I have a caller, by the way. Hello there. Oh,
Hello,
Ahmed.
Maizun.
That's you, right?
Yeah, I'm you.
Nice one.
Every.
Somebody said, you know what? I was reading a comment and somebody said, this guy calling Tinubu names must be stupid. I was like, Shengbo Wiri. Stupid. Calling Tinubu names. About fire on there.
Yeah, Wole wa ni.
You know that newcomer.
Yeah, our newcomer. I just read comment. They plenty. All of them they attack Mohammed La Ali Lamina. They don't know say that one in don day house. I just laugh for this comment.
Where they work with Spanner, they don't come out that Mohammed yet. Because I hear everybody they talk
no,
about
they don't come. No, nothing. Mohammed not do anything. Mohammed don't take for this place. He don't take. Now some people, all those newcomers, them. Now them they try because in they talk about Igbo bigotry and other people, and in the cause politician. You know all those kind of people we say that the cause politician, cause Igbo, cause just the way they do your own. So then they feel.
If you see
anybody, they feel offended.
They are distractors. So you get. They make you get so serious.
They are distractors.
Just remove them. But Ahmed,
it's
good to hear from you again, Baba.
Now,
how are you?
Yeah. You see, the same thing that you was talking about is the same thing that was going on in the comment section. I just take one or two things inside. Same thing that you are just talking about. Now, same thing with some people. Emotional attach. Woman attach. They attach their emotion into everything. See, if it is your tribesman that is doing something stupid, call him out, cuss him out.
Yes.
Anybody. But the moment you start to hold it back, that means you are a hypocrite.
Yes.
You are not doing it with your whole heart. But if you fear, say if you talk, say this person no go like you, you go repair yourself. Go repair yourself. Then you are not ready. If you can hold back things, you are not ready for liberation. So just because someone just talked about your tribe or something, you feel offended. Look at your tribe. You can see a lot of people. Every tribe in Nigeria
is offended because of their tribe.
No, just one Timothy like that. I don't know. Now everybody. Now everybody.
All of us. Okay.
So this house that you are in here, what we do here, we try to liberate mind so you don't attach your emotion to anything that has to do your tribe, your religion, or whatever. Just say it the way it is. And if someone is talking about your tribe, look at the angle he's going through. If he's the right track, if he's not emotionally saying it just because he wants to attack you, then fine. You should be the person you align with, not just coming out because someone talked about your tribe and he's saying the right thing and you feel you can attack him. That's wrong. And that is where the politician gets to you. They know that if they bring your religion, if they bring your emotion into that, they will surely get your attention. Exactly. And they are making progress in that until, like my even keeps saying, until you learn how to keep all those things apart. Your religion, put it apart. Your tribe, put it apart and deal with the problem the way it is. And for El-Rufai, I saw the post. The post came from the first time I saw the post. it was someone. It was on my Facebook, and he like reposted it. I just looked at it and I laughed. I said, "These are one of the mad people." In the house, I told him, I said, "When chicken maha katenda who can be these are one of those mad people that you people follow. You look at them as role models, as leaders. So now, in you as a person who has seen a lot of things, who have been, and this same guy with the talk now for Delta State in doing own service. So now also guy, but now for Delta State in doing own service. Before he even marry, most of the girls saying they follow now all those Eastern girls, all those they even follow outside girls. But if he post something, I can't they ask him say, no be bigotry be that. I be no be hypocrisy, sorry. Make I say no be hypocrisy be that. You go feel follow all those girls. Oh, one shiri color, they open their head, they know they cover, but you feel they follow them. They follow them about. That means na hypocrisy be. And in koto moje, all those every with the talk. Lale, in people in man don't no be say story.
Of them are drug addicts, pedophile, and all of that kind of thing.
Make I tell you something. Wallahi no be say na talk. Na people. See, I tell you before, every way you see in mama we born up. In mama house, no far from my own mama house. In mama house, pass highest maybe like 500 meter or 600 meter to my own mama house for the area where we did. Because area tower, GRA, na the area where me I go with that. So all those rich people, all those most general, all those people. Now those children we say we follow. We know poor, we know rich you. We know poor, we know rich you. But we dey middle, and you more.
Now they call the middle class. That one don't gone now. Middle class is gone in Nigeria.
And make I tell you, my ego, Erufai, if you see the kind people when they follow Yahoo, if you see the kind children where they carry Yahoo, wallahi no can shake me mo kon so nkan ti mi mo so yi what confirm it for me. They confirm it for me. The kind young children when they follow to ma buy won je ton fún wọn lówó ton share ni pẹ̀lú wọn. To ma those coding pay or mu drug those them Erufai na them they bring those things more because na them they even give those children chances to go do those things, but they're going to behave like say I'm all messy.
It's not even hard to tell, right? It's not hard to tell. They see women as a trophy. They believe that if they have a woman, it's like, oh, I have this beautiful trophy. I'm interested in another one. Or I'm interested in another one. Now, here is something. That one of Erufai's son is married to an Igbo girl. Sure you get. Now, when people were saying that there was a day on Twitter and people were talking about the breakup of Nigeria. So somebody now posted and said, all Igbo girls, please upload the nicest of your picture of yourself under this thread. So immediately they made the announcement about it can't be like a viral thing. So the Igbos, like Igbo girls all over the world, started putting their pictures there. And before you know it, those who are the bigoted animals, including from the north, you know what they are saying? If for these beautiful women alone, Igbo women alone, they will never agree Nigeria to break up because they want to marry them. They want to keep them. They want to like their trophy. There was a day like that. And this boy was arguing with somebody. He was arguing with somebody online, one of Erufai's son, and from nowhere, argument of say your papa na thief, your papa be this and that. This guy came back and he said, "Oh, you see, when I catch your mother, I will give it to her very well. I know she will enjoy it. I know." What does that have to do with the argument over? You know what I mean? So that tells a lot. So them are drug addicts and pedophile, rapists, and all that over there.
You get one area where Erufai demolish when he come. That area they call Focados. If you go that area for Kaduna, it dey around Constitution Road. Anybody wey know Kaduna go know wetin I dey talk. It dey around Constitution Road. That place, if you go there, the kind big men wey dey come around there. Woman Yowa Lale. And some kind of rugged girl. This one they talk now. If you see them, the kind of rugged girls say they did there, you will see those people. Woman Yowani. Then those you will see that area, you will see guys who they sell drugs for that area. They'll go meet them. They know who them be. They sabi who them be. So all these people now who know their style go, they look say, see this big man. In cotton shade, waiting that they do under. If you see Amba, the kind of you go see them for
you know what they are doing behind the scene should have them in jail, not in government. But it is Nigeria.
If you see them, you go come up blala, you go with them. You no go respect them. Most of these people I don't see, most of them, the way they behave, they really the Valorin you go look and say, I know they respect them. So you really losing a big men. No Allah, just carry on. Make una take time for this place. Make una know they do anyhow.
No, that's how we give spanner to a lot of people. We have a lot of them that should be handling that for us. And I hope you do. Don't be too nice. So, see, some of you are beginning to catch feelings because don't worry about them. Okay, when you get them off, right now, -1, I don't mind. Okay. But my ego will reduce your subscriber. No, I don't want that kind of people around here. No. They are not here to make any impression. They are just here, right? To make a bit of to make any positive impression, so to say. They are here to cause kind of distraction. That's the word. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
The Prince. How are you?
Yeah, Baba, this is not Prince Judgment.
How are you, the Prince?
Representing IPOB for life.
Sure. All the time.
Baba, Baba, well done. Today another hot day. I better make my people make a share them. When I share them, this one hot. I share and like, I beg. Baba, you see, are they happy? Well, for today's broadcast. You know why?
Tell us.
You see, say the answer Prince Jeje man. That Jeje way they see the Jeje man. Like no be Yoruba, but Yoruba be that, A Yoruba name, isn't it?
Jeje means
easy. Eshegon. I grew up in Lagos. I stayed in Lagos for good 30 years. All right. So at least by Nigerian Constitution, I qualify to go for any post. If Nigeria is a country that is really a country, you get what I mean?
I do.
So that's one. You see, Baba, why are they happy to say? You see the thing where this that Adisa, what you call him? What's his name?
You know the same
Obasa.
Now I get Agbero that became lawmaker, and then
if you see him face, you know say na talk give it.
Now I talk.
But say
you be that kind of person there if you know rough now.
Unfortunately,
they are hurting the Yorubas more. There's no plan to help the Yorubas in all of this. It's just to save themselves by using Yorubas as shield, as hateful people to use them for.
Honestly, my ego. Say for that allows way you see, Agboro get office there for Lausa.
Yes,
they come work as a governor. They come work. They go.
Yes, now.
You understand me? They get office for Agboro. Ask, you go. They go tell you. You understand?